what happened at the MXGP of Trentino, round 4 of the FIA Motocross World Championship, MX2 Race 1. Sasha Coonan bagged himself the 5th foxhole shot of the season. Rider went down in the back, David Braceras on the Fantic, but on the outside of the young Belgian was Thibaut Beneston, and the championship leader, number 74, Kai de Wolf, who was quickly into second with this move on the Frenchman halfway round the opening lap. Beneston ran out of track, and that allowed, briefly, Marc-Antoine Rossi to find his way into third, but a couple of corners later, Beneston was back through and into third place. Adamo just behind, and then the two triumphs as well as McClellan and Harrop. Adamo got the better of Rossi to move into fourth on the next lap. And as the circuit started to dry out, Harrop then found his way past the Red Bull Gas rider as well as he moved into 5th place. Kai de Wolf was closing in on the race leader, Sasha Coonan. And eventually on lap 5, the Nissan Husqvarna rider, a neat move up the inside to take over the lead. Langenfelder, though, fell from 7th down to 10th. He would eventually come back to 8th. And then all of a sudden, Sasha Coonan under attack from Thibaut Beneston and Andrea Adamo. Beneston going past on lap 12 of 18 for second. Meanwhile, Liam Everts found his way past Marc-Antoine Rossi to move into 6th with a handful of laps to go. He would eventually come home in 3rd. The two Red Bull KTMs were going at it. Adamo up the inside for 3rd, but then just as he found his way past Sasha Coonan, Adamo connected with the bank. He went down, lost a few positions to 7th. That's where he would eventually stay. Mikkel Harp had got himself into 3rd, but on the final lap, he suffered a technical issue, but it was Kai de Wolf who won race 1, extended his championship lead, his 9th win of the season from Thibaut Beneston and Liam Everts. MX2 race 2, championship leader about 7 gates over from the right-hand side. He got tagged going into the first turn. He went down with Sasha Coonan. Rick Elzinga and Marc-Antoine Rossi picked himself up right at the very back. He would put in a spirited charge through the field. But it was Simon Langenfelder who grabbed his 2nd foxhole shot of the season. Andrea Bonacorsi, the reigning EMX 250 champion, was in 2nd place. His teammate, Rick Elzinga, picking himself up, had issues a couple of corners later. Adamo got the better of McClellan as he moved up into 7th place. And then Liam Everts found his way past the Italian Bonacorsi to move into 2nd on lap 6. And that was a Grand Prix winning position at that stage of the race. Kai de Wolf down the inside of Oriol Oliver as he continued to battle through. And then a slight mistake on the exit, heading uphill. Mikkel Harp tried to go defensive, but just ran out of road. Beneston found his way through into 4th place. Then de Wolf, he just found his way past his teammate, Lucas Coonan, who was riding with a shoulder injury. He tipped over, and then a couple of laps later, it was Lucas Coonan's turn to fall. 8th place back in the hands of de Wolf. Lucas Coonan came home in 9th place, ahead of Oriol Oliver. Out of the final turn, though, it was Simon Langenfelder on the Red Bull Gas who took his 2nd race win of the season. But it was Liam Everts' 2nd position that bagged him the overall Grand Prix victory from Andrea Bonacorsi, who crossed the line in 3rd, and Thibaut Beneston 4th, Harrop 5th. The overall Grand Prix classification then, Liam Everts with a 3-2 and his 4th Grand Prix success. Thibaut Beneston with a 2-4, Simon Langenfelder 8-1. They were your top 3. De Wolf 4th, McClellan 5th. Great ride for Bonacorsi as well, 6th overall for the Italian. De Wolf now 26 points clear at the top of the championship over Langenfelder. Beneston 3rd, Lucas Coonan 4th, Adamo 8 behind in 5th. But Liam Everts, 4 wins now in his career. And this one, so sweet. In Trentino, de Wolf continues to lead as we head to round 5 in Portugal.
Yeah, this weekend was a step in a good direction. I struggled in Sardinia. Spain was quite good. I only rode once or twice after the thumb injury, so I just rode my way back into it, and yeah, super cool to win here at this iconic venue.
MXGP race 1, centre of the gate, number 1, Jorge Prado went to the line 17th, having a very difficult ramp qualifying race on Saturday. Did it stop him grabbing a foxhole shot? Of course not. 5 black plates now for the championship leader. Behind him, though, the number 3, who was victorious in the ramp qualifying race, Roman Fevre, looking to dish out a little bit of punishment if possible. Behind them, Tim Geiser got quickly into 3rd as he found his way past Valentin Guillot at the top of the hill. Behind them, Siwa and Benoit Pacharel. Kevin Valanderen briefly got the better of Jeffrey Hurlings. The South African then went after Benoit Pacharel and the 41 of Pauls Jonas in the first 5 laps as he moved quickly into 6th place. Jeffrey Hurlings, though, was going with him every step of the way. At the head of the field on lap 7, we had a lead change. Roman Fevre capitalised on a rare mistake on the exit of the turn, but he'd already caught the Spaniard, and that move put him into the lead. Hurlings then got the better of Jonas as he moved up into 7th place. Tim Geiser found his way past Prado, pushed the Spaniard to 3rd, which is one of those races for the number 1. Siwa and his fellow Swiss rider Valentin Guillot, they duked it out as well. Siwa getting the better to move into 4th, but not for long. And then as Valanderen tried to find his way past the 92, he got ran wide a couple of corners later. He got his revenge. All of a sudden, Valanderen then into 5th place. Hurlings found his way past Valentin Guillot, then went after Valanderen. The 2 riders got balked by a back marker in the space of 100 metres. Valanderen hung on for a little bit, but not too much longer. All of a sudden, Hurlings now into 5th place. And then when he caught Jeremy Siwa and made the pass 3 laps to go, the bullet was now up in the 4th place, but a long way off the top 3. Final run down to the finish line. Roman Fevre under attack from Tim Geiser. Fevre hung on by 0.3 of a second. Geiser second. Prado, Hurlings and Siwa your top 5. MXGP race 2. Number 1, centre of the gate. Different start, same old outcome. Foxhole shot number 6 for Prado, around the outside of everybody once again as he led down into turn 2. This time, Fevre under the watchful eye of Calvin Valanderen. Hurling's a great start, but not for long. He spun out of 4th place. He would have to charge back to 7th by the time the checkered flag fell. But it was Prado who led from Fevre, Valanderen, Benoit Pacharel. Once again, a quick starter for the Frenchman on the Debarts Yamaha. Tim Geiser wasn't so fortunate off the start. He found his way past the 259 on the Fantic of Glenn Coldenhoff to move into 5th. He stayed there for 4 laps. And then almost a carbon copy of race 1. Prado under attack from Fevre, same part of the track. This time, though, he stayed up on 2 wheels and both riders stayed up, but the pass did not happen. Instead, Fevre tipped over shortly after that from 2nd down to 5th. And that was it for Fevre. Kawasaki's wait for a win around Trentino goes on for another year. Hurlings down the inside of Valentin Guillot to take over 8th, and then past Benoit Pacharel for 7th, and that was his final pass of the race. But it was all about Jorge Prado in race 2. Led every one of the 18 laps on offer. The Red Bull Gas rider celebrated with another race win, and of course, his 4th straight Grand Prix victory from 4 rounds in 2024. Prado on the top step with a 3-1, Fevre a 1-5, Geiser 2-4. Valanderen 4th, his best of the season, edging out Siwa, who was 5th this weekend. In the championship, Prado 13 points clear of Tim Geiser. It started at the weekend 17 clear. After the qualifying race, it was down to 8. After race 1, it was down to 6. So good damage control to get it back out to 13 when all was said and done. Geiser second in the championship, Fevre 3rd, Hurlings and Jonas. And of course, next stop, Portugal, not far away from where Prado grew up, just over the border in Spain. He continues to lead, heading into round 5.
Starting from P17 wasn't easy, but I'm a good starter. I had to make a proof today, and first moto I didn't really have a good flow. I tried, but it was sketchy, and the guys were riding better than myself, just a little bit, and they just finished in front of me. But second moto, I just felt like with the little bike adjustments, we made it together with the team. We just touched the right clicks on the bike and made it work. So such a good start in that second moto. Had a good battle with Fevre first laps, then he felt, and yeah, just another win. So happy. This is so difficult, and on a weekend where everything looked to be going in a different direction, we turned it around and we got another win.